And good evening, everyone. Welcome to our conversations with Ervin Janek, artist, photographer extraordinaire. Good evening, Ervin. How are you going? Can you hear me?
No, I can't, but something happened before.
Okay, so we're good. How's your week been, Ervin? It's been a week since we've been on it.
The week for today was very hectic. We had lots of appointments unsuccessfully. We misunderstood the date and all that.
Right. Can I just get you to angle your computer a little bit? There we go. That's beautiful there now. So a frustrating day. Well, nothing like a chat to take in some of these beautiful pieces to set the scene. Then, Ervin, we've got some Minikins here that we're going to be talking about this evening. Just give us a little background. What is a Minikin? What do you mean by Minikin?
The Minikin, the actual meaning of it is a gentle, small artwork.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. And originally, because I wanted to let myself loose on playing with colors, originally I used to paint everything, including the models.
Right.
And sort of that was very time-consuming and hard work. And then in the way I was working, I realized that I can just shoot it with a black and white film, and then I can either turn it into a negative or leave it as a positive,
right.
I project it, and then I get my pastels and paintings or whatever I want and color it in, and then just simply photograph it with a color.
Right. So it's it begins with the photographic process of models, and then there's some projection involved, or maybe projection involved.
Projection. That all happens after once the model. Then I develop the film. Then I choose if it's negative or not. Inject it, and then I color it in whatever means, and re-photograph.
Right. We're just having a little bit of trouble with our bandwidth here at the moment, Ervin. Yeah. I wonder whether we've got. Could you just check that we haven't got something else downloading or running at the same time? So let's have a look at some of these lovely pieces. First one here. Now let me just tidy the screen up a little bit. There we go, and tell us about this. I'll just let you talk for a moment and then put that onto the full screen, Ervin.
Well, the whole lot started off as these young ladies that are full of energy themselves. So they just decided to dance after they agreed with the fact that I am the photographer and you are the actresses, and I just respond to you, and so you go for it, what you please to do, and that's what they come up with.
So they've got so your models or your actresses have got pretty well free rein to I guess do what move as the moment strikes them, I guess. And
oh yes, always remind that one young ladies,
Yeah. Okay. And so this is negative. You're using negatives on this one, and
yes, they're negatives. You can see it is negative when the body is black and all that.
Yes. And I'm struck by the amount of energy that's in these pictures. This is
Yes, I'm very grateful to the young ladies.
yes.
Because
So
they're young, with full of energy.
yeah, and are they creating something together in this, or are they sort of in an individual sort of thinking of their own thing? What's the level of interaction that's going on?
I think it was spontaneous.
Yes.
Yeah, they decided to dance and they just responded to each other and just carried on. Yeah.
Yeah. So this
was really.
So this particular piece was done some time ago, I gather.
Oh yes, about 20 years ago.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's move on to. I've got a series here. I love this one.
Are you a married man, David?
I am a married man. Yes. Yes.
Have you got the sunflowers?
The sunflowers. In fact, my wife Carol's favourite flowers is sunflowers. We've always got sunflowers growing. Yeah. Yes. But there's something about the it's the colours in this as well.
You see, colours are a very interesting thing. I have heard people more than once ask, where did I study colours? But I don't think you have to study colours. I think you do it intuitively, and you just do it.
Do it by eye, yeah.
Yes. It's the same with lighting.
Yes.
You look where your light falls and where you want it, and just go from there.
Yes. And I think it's the sense of movement that the angles here, just that wants to move, and there's that sort of play of light of the sunflower as well.
You see, it's there are people who work conceptually, but there are people who just follow the instinct and follow their hands. I like working with my hands, so I just, as it happens, I just organize it and do it.
So this is an image that is created over some period of time. It's not something that comes up instantaneously. There's a good deal of contemplation and observation and feeling with it as you're in the process of creating it. Is that right?
Not necessarily, because you see, as I said before, I didn't study photography, so therefore I had the freedom to follow my instincts.
Yes.
And just spontaneously work and enjoy myself.
Yes.
That's about it.
So you've started in the studio with the model, and then at some stage later, or the same day, or how long does it? How long do you live with a piece like this during the creation process?
Well, immediately when the shooting is over, if it's not very late at night, I develop the film, and again makes a choice, turn it into a negative like this particular one.
Yes.
And then I start projecting and coloring in. Yeah.
Right.
And there's not one I have to repeat. It's automatically come to these colors. I don't understand how that's happening.
Yeah. You know when you see it, I guess.
Yes, I would say so. Yeah.
And then there'll be a final. Then there'll be a final or an additional photographic process to sort of pull all the elements together for the final image. Is that right?
Yes, the images once you push the cover button, the color field, and then it's finished.
Right.
So just develop the film and print it.
So our next one, and Yeah, yeah, very, very, very funny, very humorous.
Yeah,
Great sense of humour.
yes, yes. She was a lovely young lady, and as you can see it out there, it's a triple. So I projected it and I photographed it three times on the one field.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
And your folds in your curtains there, I'm interested in just the, some
there is simple black curtains.
Yeah.
And of course, the black, when you project it, it comes white.
Yes.
And then you can color it in.
Yes. So yeah, things aren't what they appear to be.
No.
And then the humour of the second image there as well.
Yes.
Okay, so
the truth of the matter is I struggle to remember exactly how I did it.
Yes.
Because children do other things.
Yes, yes, you wouldn't be able to recreate it. So these ones and this next one all come from a series called Quaint Deeds. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Just tell us a little bit about that exhibition, if you would, and this piece, if you would, Ervin.
CCP.
I say, tell us a little bit about this piece.
CCP is Center of Creative Photographer, and I'm sort of exhibiting that very frequently.
Right.
It's a very good school. It's a school where people are actually encouraging their students to be creative themselves instead of give them strict rules how to photograph.
Uh-huh. So tell us about this fourth one here. Some models and some drawings. Just talk us through a little bit here.
Yeah. It would be good to remember. I'm just thinking, I think I combined a woodcut with it as well.
Okay.
And again, positive and negative.
Yes.
A combination, so that works out like that. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
so
I'm sorry, I'm not very good on the data.
No, that's right. That's good. So then we move on to this next one, which is from a different series and a very different quality to it. Called Afternoon Tea, I believe.
Yeah. There is some cut papers put at the background, and again comes the negative projection and coloring in. It's what really happened there is that I enjoy the surrealism approach towards it,
Yes.
That's about it.
I'm able to see them on a bigger screen here, and I'd only really seen some of these before on the website, and it certainly has a much stronger presence in this way. But what dimensions? How big are Minikins, Ervin?
The Minikins are about. They're designed for small frames. I'm trying to watch about 10 to 15 centimeter.
Right.
Or most of them rather 15 centimeters square.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're quite small, and there's some some detail in them. So they really command a closer look, I think. You know, if you see them up.
It meant to be intimate work. There was a big gallery who wanted to show it once, and the gentleman said to me, because he liked it, that, okay, we blow the top large size.
Oh, yes.
And when I told him I can't do that, he said, no, we do that for you. And then I said, no, that's not the point. The point is there are daintily work, there are Minikins. Yeah?
Yes.
So he asked me then, don't you want a name for yourself? Right. And I told him I'm quite happy with the name of Minikin, so obviously I was out of there.
Okay, and the final one I have here is called Dancing. Let's take a look at this one, and I'll put it on the big screen, full screen again, so that the edges aren't cut off.
Disturbing.
I just need to say to our viewers that on the other window there's a blue line at the bottom which wasn't part of the image, but here we have the proper image. Tell us about. I just when I looked at this one first of all, it actually reminded me of those shards of pottery, you know, from archaeological digs, and how particularly with some of the Greek and Roman, might be Roman pottery, there's always the images that are going on.
Yes,
and that's what it called to mind for me. But anyway, you tell us.
Hey, that's what it is for you, and that's what it is. You know,
exactly.
These ladies were very much involved or talked a lot about Greek and Italian dances of the medieval time or what have you. The body, and that's what they were representing for me.
Right. Okay. And it's particularly the pieces that you've added to that have, to me, have given that sense of
yes.
It's pretty obvious, I guess.
You see, it is obvious, but again, that wasn't what I call a conscious effort.
That's right. Yes. Yes.
I just got them out and put it in, and I enjoyed it. Yeah.
Well, that's a fascinating look at that series. So that afternoon tea and the dancing, that was more recent. You say the Quaint Deeds goes back about 20 years as the other lot?
Yes, roughly about the same time.
About the same time.
That was the time that I was involved with that way of playing.
Right. Okay. And are you still doing the Minikins? Is that something that you've carried on with
no.
currently?
No, David. Similar things, but I always change. I never go back.
Yes.
Because there is no point for me in it.
Yes. Yeah? I just remember vaguely at your current exhibition or the recent exhibition, there was a whole series on of the smaller pieces as well.
Yes, the Minikin cups. Yes.
But a different approach to them, I guess.
What different what?
Different approach or a different same
approach.
technique?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes. That's constantly changes. You know. Yeah. I can't go to do repetitive works. Yeah. I always have to live for the present. What's happening, and what am I comfortable with? You know, what's the model? How they think, what they do, and that's when they enjoy it for me.
Great. Well, it's been lovely talking with you again, Ervin. Time seems to fly when we get together. So I hope you have a good week. And just before I go, I will just bring up our page again to check to see whether we have any comments there. So to our viewers, you know, if you're enjoying what you're seeing here, you know, please feel free to join the conversation in the comments, or however you like. I'm just bringing that page up now. We notice that a lot of people are picking up the videos during the week or for a couple of days after the video. We generally like to get on air about this time, around 8 o'clock on a Wednesday night, and you can expect to see us here. And Anne Griffiths has left us a thumbs up there. Thank you very much, Anne, and we hope that you're enjoying what we're talking about and seeing the artwork here. So I'm just looking at the little button at the top of the screen, and we can see that people are coming on and off all the time. So that's great to see. We're certainly enjoying them. I hope you are too, Ervin. You've
thank you very much, David.
Yeah, I know that we've had a little bit of a challenge to bring all our tech together, but I think it happens. Margaret Wilson also has just put a like up for us. So thanks, Margaret, for joining us.
Margaret.
And if you have any comments, please take the opportunity to drop them in the box here, and we would love to hear what you have to say. And Margaret says, great to hear Ervin's words. So there you go, Ervin. Margaret's enjoying.
I'm very happy she understands my words because of my beautiful accent.
Yeah, well, we're struggling with a little bit of bandwidth tonight, so and
apart from that, I'll say thank you very much, Margaret.
Yeah, and Anthony Paul also, and Anne Griffiths. I think I might have said Anne a moment ago. So they're all joining us here. So that's great. Thanks for your comments. Thanks for your likes. We're very much enjoying bringing it to you. And Ervin, I'm looking forward to seeing you next week. I'm not sure what we're going to be bringing then, but it'll be something new. It'll be something pretty exciting, something that I can get excited about. Anyway. So all the best.
Thank you very much, David.
We'll see you then, and good night to Belinda as well.
Good night, David.
Good night, David. And don't forget to say good night to Carol.
Oh, yes. She'll enjoy that. Okay, till then.